What's up, everyone? Today I'm doing some speed runs of this really cool deck building game called Ruby's Resolve. It's by Color Drop Games on itch.io. I'll leave a link to the game in the description. I'd totally check this out, before you see any spoilers. This game is really fun to kind of figure out some of the really strong strategies for optimizing things. Um, but yeah, let's jump into. I'll show you a bit of the gameplay, and then I'll cut to my best speedrun so far of it. So it's a deck builder with this really cool mechanic where you use your cards to complete projects like you're a developer, and you have some deadlines that you have to hit for points, and different types of cards let you do different abilities. You start out with 8 hours every day, and you draw a hand of 5 cards. The main mechanic, which is super interesting, is this stress mechanic that the developers came up with. So every day you have a stress level, and it adds to this meter. And every time you get to 10, it gives you a new obstacle card that just takes up space in your hand and gives you debuffs. And you have ways of getting rid of them. But this is a sweet mechanic, and you really have to respect it. Part of the speedrun early game is just getting your stress under control and getting rid of the obstacles in your hand, because otherwise it can just blow out of control. If your stress gets past like 7, it can really just, you get a new bad card like every turn. So this is a sweet mechanic. This is something really unique that the game has to offer. Yeah, there's 4 different types of projects you can complete. Creativity projects let you get yellow cards, which helps you complete projects. Logic projects give you special abilities. There's even some magic references like Brainstorm. There's even one that reduces the cost of your cards. It's really cool. And then wisdom projects let you actually manage your stress. The last one is resolve, and those don't give you new cards for your deck. It gives you like static abilities that can be really powerful. So I'm just going to kick the game off, show you a little bit of how it starts, and then I'll show you the speed run. So creativity cards, you start out with copies of Grind that lets you complete projects. This card is actually really important to the speedrun strategy. Glass half full, progressive project by half its remaining progress. So I'll grab that one. And in early game, you really want to get your stress under control. So you only start with 1 copy of Touch Grass. Another really important project is a wisdom card. So therapy. This card is incredibly important because it's one of only 2 cards that lets you get rid of obstacles in your hand, and it's the most efficient one at only 2 hours. So we'll take therapy, and then we can get rid of another sleep deprived, which is one of the debuff cards. This is one of the starting debuffs in your hand, anxiety. It increases your stress by 1 every time you draw it. So early game, you do really want to get rid of that card, and then we can do something like this. For the end game, you have to get to 350 points, and so it's really important to get glass half full because it's really efficient in the late game. So now you can see comparison is one of the worst obstacle cards. It increases your stress by 2, and then it progresses a random project by 3. So it does have this one has an interesting, side effect, but getting this early like blows your stress up real fast, which is really bad. So here's some of the abilities. This is a great one. At the start of the next day, draw 2 extra cards. That can really help you just draw through more of your deck and see the important cards that you want to see. So here's community support, and now you get to see kind of the whole core strategy of the late game for the speedrun. Community support lets you double the next card you play for only 1. So if you get community support and glass half full, eventually these projects, you see it's already 30 points. These projects are super lucrative because glass half full basically lets you complete, no matter how big the project is, in a certain amount of clicks. So that's just really like the most efficient thing you can do. Like you see here, that's 50, I don't have the hours for it, but basically that's worth 15 points of project completion. Here's another obstacle card, and we don't need anything more from here. Friendship is a really cool card, but I see again we can actually here community support therapy. That's really lucrative. So you can see how community support for 1 hour is just gives you 2 of the best card in your hand. So that's really strong. But anyway, this is kind of the basic setup for how you want to be approaching the speed run, I think. But there's some other really interesting cards that are better if you're just playing casually. But the glass half full is a card that really rocks. So anyway, I'll cut to the speed run, and you should totally check the game out if you want to. All right, let's run it back. All right, we just gotta get faster clicks here and a little bit more luck. All right, we got touch grass. Grab syncing up. All right, let's try to get therapy. We get therapy. Let's set up for a draw 3. All right, let's come on, draw. Oh yeah, there we go. Therapy away anxiety, touch grass, work on logic project. Next, we want to sync up on creativity project, draw 3, and then let's just clean up my hand. All right, stress is at 4. All right, let's syncing up, draw 3, touch grass, and then go for logic puzzle. Let's grab you. Let's go here. Let's take small step. Now we want to get a clean. All right, let's community support touch grass. Let's get that under control, and then let's try to get an ability. Great, sleep deprived, best possible one we could have gotten. Let's draw 3. Sleep deprived, community support grind, grab this running. All right, that's good to get early. We'll be completing stuff way faster. Let's syncing up, draw 3, community support small step, grab clean. All right, now we just want abilities. All right, let's, clean away these 3. Syncing up, draw 3. Community support, now we need to get, okay, we didn't get it. I'll take another syncing up just because it's so efficient. All right, let's go syncing up here and then syncing up, draw 3, community support, small step, grind. We're looking for glass half full. All right, small step, start with extra hours, syncing up, draw 3, community support, syncing up, grind. Don't want any of those. All right, this draw's a little clunky, but let's try to do it. Community support, small step, grind, end the day. All right, let's syncing up. Still don't get it. Community support, syncing up. There we go, glass half full. We got glass half full. All right, now we want a set routine. Let's go glass half full first. Maybe we don't even need set routine. All right, get an addiction. Let's get rid of that. Come on, draw therapy. All right, syncing up, glass half full, syncing up. Oh, small step. Small step. Grind. Draw extra cards at the beginning of the day. All right, 253. This is 85. All right. Community support, glass half full, syncing up, syncing up. All right, play small step here. Grab here. Glass half full, syncing up. End the day. Community support, small step, syncing up, grind, end the day. Oh, come on, we're so close. Glass half full, syncing up. Oh yeah, 342. Hell yeah. All right. That's about closest to my best time that I've gotten in practice. So I think that's yeah. I think that's a pretty good place to stop with this speed run. Yeah, I guess I don't really, maybe set routine is a trap. I've only gotten like 6 seconds faster than this, and I think I was using set routine, but, well, hey, that's my best Ruby's Resolve speed run so far. Yeah, you should totally check the game out. Some of these strategies are sweet. But yeah, if you're interested in Ruby's Resolve, it's on itch.io. Just go search it up. I heard from it from some friends. Try to beat 3 minutes and 42 seconds. if you dare. Thanks for watching.